Caroline Jockey, a businesswoman, and Fred, a public relations executive, met way back in their childhood years. In his innocence, Fred used to joke that one day Caroline would be his future wife, but little did he know that what he considered to be a game would later on turn out to be a self-fulfilled prophecy. The two lovebirds began their relationship soon after finishing high school.
And I used to joke around with him. He used to tell me, you just joke around with me and in future you'll end up being my wife. So I never used to take it seriously.
She could dismiss everyone. you know all that hype that young men had around that age.
We just bonded all over again and we became close. He even forgot all about his girlfriend and broke up with her. And then we just picked it up from there and we started dating and it became serious. And now here we are.
Unfortunately, Carol got pregnant while Fred was in campus, forcing him to take responsibility for his actions. And since then, life was not a bed of roses.
It wasn't really a very good picture. And I took it that way. We accepted that. I took myself to her parents. I told the parents that this is what I've done, but I'm willing to take responsibility. I went to the industrial area. I got a job. I secured a job where I was being paid 200 shillings a day, rather a night, because I was doing a night shift. I could be paid about 2,000 a week and take the whole amount to Carol's place. That could go to the child's welfare.
Fred struck it lucky when he got a job that could assist him rent a place for his young family. However, the death of his father and the shutting down of one of his businesses that he had heavily invested on led this couple to the straight and narrow path once again.
Since I was working, and the people that I had employed there didn't really give me the true picture of how the business was doing, I kept on thinking that the business is okay, because they gave me financials that were really not real. I had rent arrears of about, 5 months, and I was paying 22,000 every month. On being served with that notice of being auctioned, I decided now to go the Shylock way.
After the struggles, 2 children, a civil wedding, and striking gold with a few investments here and there, these 2 lovebirds are now planning a grand white wedding that will cost them a whopping 7 million Kenya shillings, which is approximately $80,000, with a guest list of 1,000 people to compensate for their struggling years. They are raising the cash all by themselves and are not planning to have a committee. In Kenya, committees are a group of people appointed to assist the couple financially in their wedding plans.
We are not planning of a very elaborate thing,
lineup,
because you also do not want to bore people. You want people to enjoy on that particular day. There's that history that when Fred does something, especially the party things, he does thorough. So we expect even more. That's why we put it at 1,000.
And you know that the housewarming was minus people from up country.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to work with 1,000. It's better to work with a big number than with a small number, then more people show up.
The couple has settled to have a wedding planner whom they met at the Samantha's bridal wedding fair, as well as all their suppliers who will handle their wedding needs.
The wedding fair was really of so much help.
And instead of having their bridal party pay for their own attires, this couple has opted to spare their maids and do the shopping. As for her wedding gown, Caroline has already settled to wear 2, one for church, the other for reception.
What I love about it, the structure, the detail, everything. More especially this pattern. I'm in love with this pattern and with the straps as well. It will be for the reception, and then now I have another one when we'll be taking the vows. To coordinate with our theme colors for the wedding. Yeah, that's why I chose the baby pink.
It's a beautiful world I'm waiting to share.
It's 2 months to Carol and Fred's nuptial. The couple met during their childhood years, and after a series of ups and downs, 2 children and a civil wedding later, the two are prepping to tie the knot in church. Today, the duo, together with their wedding planner, Maureen, a wedding planning graduate from the Samantha's Wedding Members Student Academy, are checking out the wedding venue. The planner is showing the duo a wedding setup that she's been working on since Carol and Fred have settled for nothing but the best and are ready to pay for it.
Well, yeah,
This is cool. I guess this is right.
it's very yeah, it is. They're having a meeting with them soon.
Uh-huh.
They should give us a demo of what is going to be for
how
that
it's going
day.
to be
Yes,
like.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
The centerpieces and the flowers, and at least just to see the whole. They're going to set up the table. Yes, yes.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll work even here.
But I think you'll work in collaboration with the...
They wanted a white theme. So they wanted a white theme and a bit of fairy lighting, which is going to be a bit pinkish.
Yeah.
Because the theme should be pink and white. So it's an all-in-white event, restaurant style, whereby we'll be having 10 people each on a chair. So that will be most likely very good. Then a few drapings, just not something too exaggerated, because they wanted something elegant. Yes.
It's 1 month to Carol and Fred's big day. The couple is heading to their card supplier. Since they are having a grand wedding, it is vital for the card to follow the glitz and the glamour they intend to have on their big day.
Is paying a special tribute to the parents on both.
Our late dance.
It's a safari park. Yeah, safari park is well known, but we thought we should just have it. Yeah, in the invitation.
Okay.
The smallest and the most important. The information for the gift registry, where they're giving the option. You can bring a gift, you can do a monetary. If you go for the silver, it's inside the card.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go for the pink, it's here. This one is distributed all across the card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The program?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be like this. Yeah, to match with your
But now we need to give you our
the details.
The details.
Yeah, she'll provide us with the details. They will be for your sample.
are not disappointed. We are impressed.
and happy.
Thank you so much.
The card is beautiful.
It's 1 week to Carol and Fred's nuptial. Today, Carol's friends and family have organized a bridal shower to mark her transition into marriage. Initially, the shower was supposed to be a surprise, but unfortunately, they had to involve Carol in a few preparations, which blew it up.
My name is Josephine Abuga, a cousin to Sawe Onyancha, whose wife we are coming to have a bridal shower for. We are here to enjoy the fabulous bridal shower, to just make it a wonderful day for the bride. The reason we chose red is because it's very romantic, and we know romance is a key area in a marriage, and then white for the peace that ought to flow in the marriage as well. And we all intend to have a really, really fantastic time. Today, the men are out. We don't want any men, no children.
Carol has finally arrived, and even though she blew her own surprise, there are still a few details kept secret.
My name is Lillian. Okay, I know Carol since high school. Up to now, we are still mothers the same. She has a son the same age as my son. The second born is the same age as my daughter. The second one is a daughter.
You were pregnant.
The same time.
Our weddings will both be held in December. Hers was on 10th, mine is on 12th. There's something with us.
I'm here because of Pauline, happens to be my friend. I was her maid in her wedding, and so we are good buddies. So that's why I'm here. And I'm happy to see all of you. So you're good girls.
I'm Josephine Abuga, her big sister. I know Carol through Sawe, the groom. who is a cousin of mine. And guys, we're here to have fun today. Just feel free. We are going to chase away all these men. We are going to chase away the kids. It's our day with the ladies. Yes. So all the other guys, they're good. Leave out the bad. They're good. We'll share all of it.
You know, we grew up in the same neighborhood. Yeah. So I used to watch the mom. The mom is just this classy lady. We always used to talk. And then Carol, now the daughter of this lady. Oh my God.
The first day Carol was brought to our house. We were shocked. That lady came, she was very smart. She went to the bedroom. Because that day my bro came with new clothes. He washed them. Can you imagine my brother washing clothes? He washed them, hung them nicely with stars of the full bottle. Stars of the Tell them. And the marquee, when those clothes were being washed, my bro would sit there and wait until they are dry.
And he used to place water in a big basin, and then it would start with my hair. Now he washes my hair, we finish. We go to the bathroom. Now these guys are off to church. Yes. Now it's just me and Sai. Go to the bathroom. Meno zangu zinasuguliwa zote. Alafu naoshwa.
A Kenyan-renowned sexologist, Gertrude Mungai, shares some tips with the girls on sex and marriage life.
Is it even possible to go to Mombasa? It's not. Because I'd rather people move from quantity to quality. Yes. I would have it 2 times, but most of the time for over an hour. Yeah. You understand? And this hour being foreplay. You understand? Okay, there's a lot of foreplay. There's a lot of sensual massage. In fact, the sensual massage is what it's the best foreplay and the biggest shortcut. I wish men knew that. Then you can't copy and paste. This is not something to copy and paste, but you can go back to your books and see. Okay, how can you actually almost be equal with your partner? Okay, because many couples are mismatched. And when I talk about being mismatched, I don't mean he's bigger, Mr. Victor is bigger, and Miss Victoria is smaller, or vice versa. Mismatch most of the time is libido-wise. Yeah. If he wants to go to Mombasa every single night, and you want to go to Mombasa once in a night, there's going to be a problem in that marriage. If you realize your schedule is so tricky, you need to come up with a timetable for Mombasa. Sometimes routine works for people who have crazy schedules. Routine work. If you can afford to be spontaneous, then that's okay.
Gertrude further gives a lesson to the girls on the various types of women that exist in a marriage.
Woman number 1 is what I call the militant kind of a woman. She is so militant. Also, there's another name I've given. You know, she is so tough. And she thinks she can do it all. The husband has no space. Woman number 2 is the danda kind of a woman. She can't make a decision. Even if we are friends, I want my kids to come for a sleepover, you can't make that decision. You have to check with your husband. So this one, she's just there to be seen. She doesn't want to work, or she can't seem, there's a lot of work around, she can't seem to find a job, she can't even do business. You know, she's just there. Kirukanjia, or more of a bachelorette kind of a wife. She's married, yet she lives a life of a single woman. She sucks at homemaking. You know, part of being a wife, you have to be a homemaker. It goes without saying. Even her kids see her occasionally. She's like a visitor in her own home. There's something I call the last born syndrome. You know, last born seem to be a bit careless, yes. Okay? I see it. My firstborn is so responsible. Yeah. Okay, we can count on him. Oh, she says like her. Oh, yeah. We can count on him. We can send him around. He does a lot of things in the house. My lastborn, the other day I was paying attention. His room is always like a war zone. Things are always on the floor. He doesn't seem to. He's always reminding me, oh, mommy, am I late? They don't.
Yes.
We have seen it. For your information, this is sex.
Carol and Fred, big day is finally here. But unfortunately, there is no wedding. The couple planned to splurge 7 million Kenya shillings, which is approximately 80,000 US dollars, to achieve a 5-star experience as compensation for their years of struggle. They were raising all that cash by themselves, and it would be enough to cater for Carol's complete horse carriage, her 2 wedding gowns, plus her bridesmaids' attires, a card that would depict the glitz and the glamour of the day, and last but not least, an expensive wedding venue that would deliver 5-star cuisine for her guest. In addition, they had settled to have a wedding planner, Maureen, whom they met at the Samantha's Bridal Fair to take care of their nuptial. We catch up with the wedding planner to give us details on why the long-awaited day will not take place.
From the start, we totally hit it off. They came, they sat down with me, and they told me exactly what they wanted. Specifically, they wanted something very glamorous. The way it was expected to. There's been difficulties. Carol and Fred, they had a bit of an accident, circumstances that were a bit unavoidable. And so the wedding has to be postponed till probably next year. So we had to call the suppliers and make cancellations.
Apparently, Carol and Fred canceled their wedding plans because one of their bridesmaids, who is Fred's sister, had an accident. The wedding supplier claims that this cancellation was apparently a major blow to the suppliers, who, despite the fact that they were disappointed, they are willing to work with the couple on the next wedding date. However, their photographer was adamant.
Yeah, it's a total setback because some of the suppliers were not warm as they were at the start. Some of them were really mad because they felt like we'd put them in a situation whereby they've missed out on a lot in order to give us quality. Then at the end, we cancel everything else. For some of the suppliers, when we told him about the whole cancellation, postponing the wedding till next year, he told us that it's going to be a bit difficult because he has it booked. Everything else has been taken. There's not going to be a day which is going to be available. I didn't look at the contract because when the couple, they were the ones who handled it. They gave everything out and they said he was the best, and they handled everything from signing the contract. So I never got to see the cancellations or the cancellation policies that were on the contract. I never got to see them. The florist was actually a referral from a friend who had done a wedding before and they dealt with her. Most of the times you find couples who are more comfortable. They're more comfortable with something that sometimes comes from them and from an experience that they've seen. Fred and Carol are very low. They're very down. Encouragement, I don't even know how to start encouraging them because I feel like probably I wouldn't really understand what they're going through right now.
We wish a quick recovery to Fred's sister and can only hope that their wedding comes through. What are your sentiments regarding today's show? Share with us on our Facebook fan page, Samantha's Bridal. Follow us on Twitter at Samantha's Bridal, or simply log on to our website, www.samanthasbridal.co.ke.